Hi everybody, my name is Avner Geva and I'm the CEO and founder of Vensica Medical. First, let me begin with a short story about how Vensica Medical came to life. A few years back, I was studying biology at Yale and I was doing some research under a professor who suffered from overactive bladder. Let me tell you, this professor had to go to the restroom all the time. And I'm talking about 2 or even 3 times an hour. Once, he almost didn't even make it on time. How embarrassing, right? And I remember thinking, how is this possible that there's no good solution to this problem of overactive bladder? A few years later, I was doing my master's in the Technion, studying the effect of therapeutic ultrasound on the body. And one day, doing an experiment in the lab, it hit me. And this is how Vensica's elegant solution for overactive bladder came to life. My professor is not alone. There are 39 million Americans in the US who suffer from overactive bladder. 5.5 million go to seek medical treatment, and 1.6 million Americans actively take oral medications to treat this condition. 3.2 million Americans take oral medications to treat this condition. 1.6 million Americans fail oral medication treatment. When oral medication treatment fails, there's another solution. Botox injections to the bladder wall. Yes, Botox, the same Botox used for wrinkles, is used here to treat this condition of overactive bladder. The condition is very efficient in treating this disease, but the procedure itself is very bad. Let me show you why. The urologist injects the Botox into the bladder wall using cystoscopy and a needle. This is a very painful procedure done under anesthesia in a full operating room. As you can imagine, it's a very painful procedure, very scary for the patient to perform, but the results are very good. It's very efficient. And this is where we come in. Vensica Medical is developing a needle-free solution to deliver Botox to the bladder wall. We're employing therapeutic ultrasound to deliver the Botox. Let me show you how this works. The urologist inserts a catheter into the bladder. We inflate a large balloon in the bladder. We instill Botox to the bladder. And now the urologist applies therapeutic ultrasound to the bladder. The therapeutic ultrasound opens small pores throughout the bladder wall and at the same time pushes the Botox into the bladder wall. So with our procedure, right, so here we see how Botox goes into the bladder wall without the use of needles. With our procedure, there's no anesthesia, no injections, no need for cystoscopy, which is an invasive procedure, and there's no pain. So we greatly improve patient care. We have some great results. We just showed in vivo the delivery of Botox to the bladder wall with our device, the VensiCare, without the use of needles. This is huge, guys. Vensica has attracted the best names in the business. We attracted the top worldwide urologists, and they joined our scientific advisory board. They're very excited about this opportunity. With 1.6 million patients failing oral medications and 3.2 million procedures yearly, we expect a $1.3 billion market opportunity. Vensica is currently raising funds to perform a pilot human trial by mid of 2017. And I'm looking forward to speak to you about the Vensica opportunity. Thank you very much for your attention.
What's the next step for you? What's the biggest inflection point you think for the company going forward once you have this kind of data?
Right, so our project is very ambitious in that our customers are also big pharmaceutical companies. And we know from other instances of other competitors that deep pocket pharmaceutical companies collaborated with competitors that try to deliver Botox to the bladder needle-free. We have great advantages over these competitors, and I think that an inflection point would be to show clinical data. And we see with other competitors that once they show some indication for clinical efficacy, big pharma companies like Allergan or Ipsen collaborated with them because there's great market opportunity in the Botox field.